You are not muted. They'll be making their notes అన్నీ కదా. మనకి స్టార్ట్ అయినప్పుడు once I start doing the presentation, they will start about to start.
All the best.
Thank you.
Next now.
Yeah, we are Team Claudian. We are on the WebEx already from Hyderabad Center.
Claudian. Hi.
Hi, can we start?
Yeah, please.
Okay, I'm sharing my desktop.
Claudian. Akshi. So Korean people used to call me Akshi. My name is Akash. Right? Korean Japanese guys used to call me Akshi.
Okay, can we get started?
Yes, please. Go ahead.
Okay, we are Team Akshi and we came with a unique solution for solving regular problems. So the problem statement that we have, the regular pain points that we have is in most of the calls and meetings, we have to provide a lot of information which is laborious. And then we have to have a lot of attention to details in most of these calls. In addition to this, sometimes our calls become very unproductive, particularly if you look at call center calls, right? So customers have to wait for a lot of information and the call agent has to pick a lot of details and there's a lot of contextual information that is missing. And at the end of the calls, we have to work with multiple systems and do routine tasks. And this is where there is a lack of automated assistance. So just to give a picture of what the problem we are trying to solve, we just created a very short video. I'm just going to play the video right now. Okay, as you have seen, at the end of the calls, we are supposed to do a lot of work, and during the calls, there's a lot of work that can be automated. So we came up with a solution called Akshi. Akshi is an intelligent passive assistant. Unlike any of the existing personal assistant, you don't have to talk to it. Akshi is watching all the conversations and all the interactions that we have, and it provides information before you ask. It does a lot of contextual processing and infers actionable items from the interactions and execute them right away and improves the user experience and productivity. Right? So the primary job is to automate as much as possible with using contextual information from the interactions. And our overall architecture has a call server. In particular demo, we have a call server. We have used an NLP engine, and we have a lot of ways to automate the actions through NLP handler. And the primary value add in our entire solution is this context management, which is coming from multiple sources. So the technical stack, the technology stack that we have used is having Asterisk, Spacey, and Neural Core for NLP. And we have we have used Google speech to text service, Outlook, WebEx, Jira, and React.js. Now we'll just quickly get on to the demo so that you get a picture of what's involved. This is a console for Akshi. And before we go there, this is my calendar where you can see there's some meetings around. And this is my console. Right now, I have a VoIP client and I'm expecting a call to come in.
Hi, Hari.
Hi, Bharat.
I want to talk to you regarding the ticket 55048.
But this is not assigned to me. It is assigned to Pawan.
Oh, can you talk to him regarding the ticket?
Pawan is working from home. He will set up a meeting at 9 a.m. on Wednesday.
Okay, thank you.
Bye, Bharat.
Bye, Hari.
As you have seen, this is a short call that happened between two employees working in a team. And in this process, the call server has recorded. So in our solution, what Akshi has done is, this is where we are showing all the events that are happening within the call, right? So the call server has identified the call that's happening between Bharat and Hari, and it has identified that Bharat is a so and so an employee, and these are the details of him, the employee details, and it detected when the call is completed. Now, from the call, there is an audio recording that happens, and that is sent for transcription. So that we get the text. So you can see there are a lot of things that are happening here. So from the call server, once the text is extracted, it went to an NLP engine where we have a co-referencer. When you can see a couple of things happen, we'll walk through them slowly. And we have NLP analyzer, and which has identified there's a meeting context in this process, and it has identified some parameters from the call, and it has initiated an action to schedule that meeting. Okay, you can see there's an action handler for scheduling the meeting. Okay,
Yeah.
so what we can show is, while the call happened, this is where the actions are derived. These we just showed the right hand pane just for debugging purposes, so you can understand what's happening across various modules in the system. And this is where the actual action items are happening. So here we can see there's a call transcript. There could be some translation errors when the speech is recorded from phone call, and then the way we have been using Google engine to do speech to text. And see this, you can see there is a basic text that has come out. It has understood there's a ticket along with this, and there is a context of a person called Pawan who is not working and is supposed to look at the ticket. So now in this process, we can see the system has automatically generated an event, and it has scheduled a meeting. In addition to that, so now that we see the details of this meeting, right? So I can go to calendar, and you can see this is automatically scheduled on the person's name. You can see Bharat and Hari are both required, and this is raised by Pawan. And you can see that they actually match all the details. So this information is brought down from the context of the call. In addition to this, there was a discussion on a bug. So the system, we had a passive recording, but if it's an interactive system, our idea is to show the inputs as and when right away. So you can see this is a Jira, this is the bug they were talking about, and this is the status you can go through. If you want, you can open the details and go to final details and act on them.
Customer support.
Now, based on this demo, these are the few extensions we are thinking of. So we can, as of now, it's a passive call. We can make it work on live interactions, as in when, periodically, whenever there's a pause, we can take the text and then convert them into actions and provide a lot of insights. And we can get user context from multiple sources. So there are tickets, there is some meeting availability, they want to meet on some particular day and the user is not available. We can correlate all these things, and Aksha can show you all those details. In addition, in a call center sort of scenario, we can do sentimental analysis because we have a lot of context related to the user, and this can be a very good aid for a call agent to determine things based on the sentiment and get a lot of things at hand and then automate the process. And it has a lot of scope for integration with more and more third parties. And now we are open for any questions.
So my question is regarding to the point you made about sentiment analysis. So when you're taking the audiograph, what kind of sentiment analysis or contextual analysis are you doing? Because the same sentence can mean different things when the tone is different. It can convey satisfaction, it can convey sarcasm, it can contain irritation. So what kind of sentiment analysis you are doing and how you are doing it?
So in our current solution, we haven't worked on sentiment analysis. This is more on the future scope of work that is possible. currently what we have done is we have made sure we understand the context. So even though the user has mentioned, so in the call there was just a name mentioned and there's a briefly time and the date mentioned. Based on that, lot of details were automatically extracted. It identified in this call context the right person is Pavan, and remaining details are and the Bharat Hari are all corresponding IDs which are account IDs are identified, and the meetings and any other things are automatically generated. So our power is as of now in understanding the context and automating it, and the scope for introducing sentimental analysis is there. We haven't worked on it in this timeline.
Okay, that's fine.
And this audio data is available from the call server, right? To be converted to a text using Google API there.
Yes. So we also have a mechanism to get the audio call. We haven't provided it here, but in general, we can also provide a original audio recording of the entire call. The call server provides the mechanism to record the entire call, and that's internally sent as text. But then we can actually show the whole thing when we can provide the audio recording as well. For now, we thought maybe that's an extra media thing, so we just we are showing the transcript for now.
Are you doing this real time, or this is done once the call is over?
This is now currently done once the call is over. We didn't have too much control on the call server to do it in real time. We also had an idea of doing a desktop client through which we could do it, but then we thought showing the call and the power of communication is the first challenge we wanted to solve.
Okay.
So the entity extractor, does it extract only standard entities, or does it extract entities which have a pattern, let's say some social security pattern, or some product number pattern, or some other domain which might be special kind of strings? So what's the status right now?
So for now, we have identified the context management based on the actions we can do. So we identified anything that we can integrate with Jira. We took some patterns from there. We used the term ticket, we used the number around the ticket, and we took the term like meeting and things around all the synonyms around meeting that can relate to Outlook integration. And Outlook and WebEx were pretty much integrated. So the idea is based on the actions that we can execute, we have identified context, and we didn't build a very generic system. We was focused on what can be done, and to do that, what can be inferred from the conversation.
So these contexts, right? Is there a way to automatically, incrementally hand code multiple contexts or different contexts without really touching the system source code?
Exactly. So that was our idea. Basically, the context that we built is being built over the time. And there's also, so in this meeting, pretty much all the information was available. But say for any reason, the location is, sorry?
Your time is over.
Okay.
Okay, you can disconnect from your side.
Okay.
All right. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good job, guys. Well done. Nice.
Actually, we had another 30 seconds.
Nice.
See, recording is there, but we couldn't.
Which one?